To me, I don't know that it was ever really, that I really know that 100% why it was started, other than just maybe someone in New York that was, you know, an accountant or whoever that couldn't see personally what was going on, you know, to say, can y'all just keep a diary of what you do day to day? But through the years, it's been a good book for information, you know. Sometimes you can write stuff in and you can go back to it later, you know, and it has proven to be good. It's actually today when I was looking through just to see what was happening, you know, in the different years that are here on the 25th, you know, and it's pretty weird that most of the time it's only within a week, sometimes 2 weeks off from what you were doing at the same time, you know, whether it was 10 years or 2 years. So in that sense, it just kind of keeps you in line. It was 80 or 81. Ollie took the supervisor job and just moved up to it, and he started doing the diaries, and then in part of 99, the last half of 99 is actually when I started doing this. No, I don't mind it at all because I've done it so long now, you know, it's just something that you do, you know. And we have the barometer, and I set it each day, you know, just pull it back so that I know what it was, and I can tell what it moved to for the next day. The thermometers have the high and the low on them, so I just look at them in the morning when I come in, you know. I step over and look, and then we've got the rain gauge if needed. So I just go in, sit down, pull out the timesheets, go through those from the day before, then I grab the diary and write what we did the day before. Of course, nowadays, sometimes on Monday I have to think a little bit harder to what we actually did Friday, more so than I used to. But I find helpful now is to write projected work that I know I'm going to be doing for sure. I'll write that in there, and that usually, when I look at it the next day, it sparks my memory so I can fill in the gaps, you know, just to get through it. Okay, and year that I have 1980 on October 25th. It says 1 man, 2 women working in the house. That would be the house staff that was taking care of the house from the Stone family. Then it goes down and says 4 men grounds cleaning in cottage and miscellaneous jobs. But if you go to the top of the page and you see where it's talking about rain, that was something I know well from back then. On rainy days we cleaned buildings, you know, we would be sent out, we would vacuum dust, clean furniture, wipe window sills, just go through top to bottom and clean different buildings, and that was kind of what we would do on some rainy days. Then it says 2 men working shop, you know, it could have been repairing gates or just cleaning the shop or sharpening heads, clippers, lawnmowers, anything. Then 3 men miscellaneous jobs. And that's certainly something we do a lot of now. Whether we stop somewhere and just throw a couple limbs off of the side of the road or something, that's kind of stuff that never makes it in the book. Or if you stop and unclog a pipe, or, you know, just anything like that could be called miscellaneous, I guess. But go to 1991. It's 9 a.m. cloudy, and the temperature is 60 degrees. 2 employees moving boxwood from, the writing's a little hard to read, from Funborn to Lake House, taking off, grading around the statue base. I'm going to assume that was probably Ollie and myself, and that's what, that's definitely his writing. So then below that is 2 employees watering, raking leaves, magnolia cones, and chestnut burrs. So 2006. Let's see.
So this is now when you started writing at this point?
91 was Ollie, and 2006 would be me. You see, 10 a.m. I moved it up an hour. To 10 a.m. it was clear, was 47 degrees, and start out. One of the employees, it's 5 employees, one goes to the greenhouse, and usually she's always to the Japanese garden. I usually put the mechanic work, and then I come over, and if it's anything major happened other than just trying to get something cranked up that's not running, you know, that we need that day, I'll usually write it in. But we were mowing tenant houses in front drive, raking leaves around the office, blowing leaves from the roadsides, and you know, that I just kind of hit the highlights. Of course, you know, raking leaves around the office, that may be 2 hours or it could be 4 hours. It depends on how bad it really is or how thorough we need to do it. Blowing leaves from the roadsides, you know, that's a lot of roads.